So I'm going to keep this very short and sweet, but tonight we have a very special guest kicking us off, and I'll leave it like that. So Cami, thank you so much for coming tonight and kicking us off, and I'll run away.
Hi everybody, my name is Cami. I run a company called Rest for the Creative Mind. I imagine a lot of you in here are creative-minded people. But what I want to do tonight before we start is really just have us take a minute to drop into our bodies, drop into this space, to get present. So I'll ask if you can set your phones down, your bags, anything that you have on your lap, just set it on the ground underneath of you. Some people are like, oh God, I don't meditate, don't make me do it. It's fine. I'm also creative, so I have a deep understanding of the creative mind as something that's always working. It's how we take in information. It's how we translate our creative language into the world. It's how we connect with other people. So it's definitely something that I know can be a challenge to quiet that part of our brain. But what I like to do is do something around mindfulness. And mindfulness is really about paying attention to what you're thinking about. It's not necessarily being quiet, it's just creating a focus. So we're going to do that for just a few minutes this evening, just to get us all here, bring this collective energy into the space, welcoming Shantell and her team for this amazing experience. So I will ask you, everyone, to close your eyes. And don't worry, no one's looking at you, so you won't feel crazy. But I want you to just take a deep inhale in through the nose and out through your mouth. Another one in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to just continue this rhythm of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Our source, as we move through the world, really just comes simply from our breath. Sometimes we forget that the breath is the thing that anchors us. It's the very thing sometimes when you start to get anxious, your heart is racing, your throat gets dry, there's that frog in your throat or tightness in your chest. This simple practice of just closing your eyes and focusing on your breath brings you back into yourself, quiets the noise for just a little bit, and simply pay attention to the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. Take in the sounds that you hear, whether it's my voice or the train, but the goal is to return back to how your breath feels in your body. What we're doing right now is calming what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, which allows us to simply just be still, to open ourselves up to what's around us, what's inside of us, what's for us. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to think about an intention for tonight. Whether it's the reason why you came, if you're here in support of a friend, if you're here because of curiosity, if you're here because you work here, just set your intention. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. It could just be to listen and be still. As continuous producers of innovative ideas every day, usually on a deadline, we often forget that this is the moment that we need for those new ideas to take flight, to really allow ourselves the space to see how we're connecting to the space around us and within us, and allowing for new ideas to come to life. As you simply breathe, I want you to take a focus to your feet on the ground. And how do your feet feel in your socks or in your shoes? How do your thighs and your hips feel against the seat? Or how your back is supported by the seat you're sitting in. And how your breath feels as we collectively do another inhale through the nose. Let's take a deep inhale together. And hold it, and hold it, and let go. Tonight, we are here at Present Word with your intention, with your focus, with your creativity. And with that, we are complete, and you may open your eyes. And for everyone who says they've never meditated, you just did 10 minutes. Congratulations. Back to you, Shantell.
So before I ran off, because I was a little bit nervous and I rushed, so thank you for putting our feet back on the ground. Thank you for making me calm again. Thank you for bringing me here and us here and setting that intention and making us here. Let's get these keyboard sounds up so that we can hear them here. Can you all hear? Am I coming in clear? Is anybody here? Well, let's all cheer. So tonight I asked you all for a word. I said, please give me a word, not a word like a stern word, like a word that I would write down on these cards. And I would write your words down on these cards, and then I shuffle them like this, shuffle them like that, shuffle these words, these cards, shuffle your time, my time, all these letters and words, shuffling them, shuffling them, shuffling them, so that we have a nice surprise. I don't want to start with that one. That's too much of a surprise. Let's shuffle again. Mama. Okay, so here we are tonight, present word number 17, celebrating what's the point. What's the point in this? What's the point in that? What's the point of existing? What is the point of this and that? Why are we even here? Why are your feet on the ground, your feet on the ground, your feet on the ground, and your feet on the ground, firmly on the ground, thinking about why we're here? Please join me while I'm here as we stand here and we see and we understand and we saw and we think about these letters that you gave me. Some of them are nice words and some of them have some anxiety attached to them. So let's let go of our anxiety. I'm going to give you my anxiety. Will you take my anxiety?
I'll take that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I've decided to live a life with more leisure. I'm going to live a life with more pleasure. I'm going to take some holidays and drink some tea. I've never taken a holiday because I just work. And I don't really know how to be me. I don't know how to be anything other than me as I drink tea and I think about why I cannot take a holiday, why I cannot take a vacation. Why do I just work, and what's the point? Maybe it's because I need to have more triangles in my life. I need to triangulate all the most important things in my life: family, health, tea. Why do I keep thinking about tea? Is it because I'm British? Maybe. I think so. I drink a lot of tea. So I'm going to give you your triangle, sir, as I triangulate the things that I want to create, the things that you want to create, the things that we want to create, maybe even that big, big cake that we make. You know, that beautiful birthday cake? You know the one. I think we ate it quite late.
I think so.
Yeah, that was a good cake. So you took my anxiety, but what if I give you peace? What if I give you all some peace? What if I give you peace and you peace and you peace? But all of us really actually have peace. To know peace, to see peace, all we need to do is close our eyes and there is peace. You already have all the pieces to be peaceful. That's really clever, I think. As I contemplate, not even contemplate, as I catapult. This is the first time I've ever used this word in a sentence. As I catapult my ideas, my thoughts, and my tears, and my soul into an infinite amount of soul and space. As I see the words, as I catapult, like a catapulter, like a caterpillar, like a catapulter, catapulting out into space. I see myself catapulting into space, catapulting with ambition and fear and all of the things that orbit around us to be human and to be here. All of the thoughts that we carry and be with us, all the things that make us us, as we catapult and change and soar and fly into space. As I invite you to join me in this place. See, I'm a little bit nervous here. That's why I do this, because it makes me nervous being here. And lucky the light's a little dim because you can't see that I'm red here. These little red cheeks are red here because I'm doing something outside of my comfort zone, outside of your comfort zone, outside of all of the comfort zones. But that's how we grow. That's how we know. That's how we plant the seeds that we sow. That's how we see what we want to know. By getting out of your comfort zone, by getting out of your comfort zone, by getting out of your comfort zone, by getting out of your comfort zone. That's how we really, really grow. That's how we really flow. That's how we really know. That's how we see and soar and get rid of the things that make us nervous. As I drop my nervousness, I don't think I'm nervous anymore. I don't think your anxiety is with you anymore.
It's gone.
And now I think that you're special. Because you've unlocked that thing that makes you special, that makes me special, that makes you special, that makes you special, that makes you special, that makes you special. When you put yourself out on the floor, when you know that you are yourself and that you can ask for more, be more, see more, know more, we can all be special and see special and have more special things in our life. Sometimes we hold on to things. I held on to a wisdom tooth for 5 years too long, had it pulled out last week, and the pain of it coming out was less than the pain that I held on to for 5 years. The doctor said, "Do you need painkillers?" And I said, "No thanks. The pain relief of you just taking it out is enough." And I took that tooth out, and that tooth was rotten. That rotten tooth that lived in my mouth for 5 years, and for some reason I just carried that pain around, thinking it's fine, I'm here, I can live with this. I need that wisdom tooth. I'm not going to let go of that wisdom tooth. I'm going to keep my wisdom. I'm going to own this wisdom, even if it gives me pain. But you know what? When I took that wisdom tooth out, I had no more pain.
Peace. No more pain. Just peace.
And now I feel fierce. Fierce! You're all fierce. I think I've warmed up because now I feel fierce. I have ambition to try new things, to be uncomfortable, to stand here in the unknown and see you and be here and enjoy this. As I am a monster, you are all monsters. We are all monsters, but you need to embrace being a monster. That monster of you, the heart of you. Rah. The monster of you.
The monster.
The monster of you.
Ah.
I see you. I know that you're a monster, but the monster is kind. The monster is creative. The monster has a beautiful mind. I see you, monster. Who gave me the your light, our light. Don't forget to shine bright, because we have a collective light. The fire of our collective light runs bright. I see it because it runs bright, it knows bright. This collective light that you can choose to switch on and be on and know and sow and grow as we bounce through trees, bounce through space, bouncing through this life and this place and this life and this place and this life and this place and this life and this place. As we bounce, you bounce, we bounce. We bounce from ideas, from places, from families, from places, from things we see, from things we read, from things we know, from things we build, from things we sow. We bounce down those hills. We chug down those pills. We bounce down those hills, but we're not really going down, we're going round. A circle has no end. There is no end. This is the end. It's all one big end. So enjoy the process. Enjoy putting one foot in front of the other. There is no end. There is no down. There's only bouncing around. As we bounce around. Don't be scared. Or do be scared, but know that being scared is a part of you. It's a part of me. It's a part of all of us. As we are scared. As we understand that we can be scared, but we understand that this is a powerful thing that can drive us and let us know, and it can give us spaghetti. I think I'm hungry. Do you like spaghetti?
Somewhat.
I'm from London, where I pronounce spaghetti, but you know, that's okay. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love in the room. Your love, our love. There's so much love in this room. I feel like you're all very calm now. I feel like you're all very calm now. I feel like the presence in the room is very calm now. I feel the joy in the room. I feel the joy in this space. I feel the joy in this place. I feel the joy on my plate. As I think about what's on my plate, what's on your plate, what do you want to create? That big, beautiful cake. It's enchanted. It's enchanted. It's enchanted, that beautiful cake that is on your plate, that's on my plate, that's on your plate. As we think about all the things that we want to ignite. Ignition, 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 ignite. Ignition, 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 ignite. Ignition, 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 ignite. I like that word. See, I must be hungry because waffles, my waffle, your waffle, it's time for waffles. We all love waffles. Yeah, see, we all love waffles. Creative in this place. I know that everyone in this room is creative. I've seen all the things that you create, all the kindness that you make, all the things that you bring together and bake. I've seen all the things that you sow in this life. I've seen the way that you act in life and connect in life and make in life and build in life. And that's why you're in this room. You're all kind, creative souls in this room. You all make and you bake and you ask yourself, what's the point? The point is that you're all creative. We're all creative. Yes, we're creative. Career. So some of us chose to have a career being an artist. What's the point in that? You make, you make, you make, you make, you make, you make, and then you're gone. What's the point in that? What's the point in making? What's the point in sharing? What's the point in making and creating and sharing with everyone? Maybe you inspire some people, maybe you inspire some. Maybe you get to leave your mark on the world. Maybe you get to see some of the world through a different lens, for a different perspective. Maybe you get to ask questions and be questions and see questions. Maybe you get to explore the world in a different way as you think about this career as being an artist, this tough career as being an artist. The smoothness of being an artist, definitely not smooth. It's more like this, with ups and downs and rounds, and it takes you around and around when you ask yourself, oh my God, why am I an artist? Why am I an artist? I thought being an artist was that biggest box of freedom of creation where you can make whatever you want, where you can do whatever you want, where you can go wherever you want. But then I find out that being an artist, people want to put you in a little box. That little box, you know that box. That little box, you know that box. That little box where they say, you can't do that, you're only an artist. But isn't being an artist that biggest box of freedom of creation where we get to make what we want, whatever we want, like the blue sky, as we see the blue sky, and you can think higher than the blue sky. Higher than the blue sky. Higher than the blue sky. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. As I think about careers that have longevity attached to them, and maybe it is being an artist, where you get to make and create and build and do all the things that you want to do for as long as you want to do. One of those careers that has longevity attached to it.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
I think so. Yes, let's do this. This feels really organic up here. I think we're just like doing things and seeing things and growing things and popcorn. Do you have popcorn in your life? Do you have popcorn in your life? Who gave me this popcorn? I'm gonna give it back to you. Whose responsibility is this popcorn? I'm gonna give it back to you. Seriously, who gave me this popcorn? You gave me this popcorn. Mark, I'm gonna give that popcorn back to you. As we seriously think about change, change as we know, change as we grow, change as we see, change as we flow, change as we be, change as we know, the changes of us, changes make us go up and down and up and down and up and down, and with changes that you grow, you know, you see, you sow, without change you flatline and there's nothing that you know. Change is an inspiration, change is an inspiration. Change is an inspiration to make you think of words like hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. As I speak the truth, as you know the truth, we all have an internal compass inside us that is the truth. You say yes to yes and no to no. That is the truth. You should live your life by following that gut, the gut that you know that tells you yes to yes and no to no, and then you wake up one day where you should be, where you should be, where you should be, where you should be, by only saying yes to yes and no to no. No.
No.
Exactly. If it's a no, you say no. If it's a yes, you say yes. That's the truth, you know. As we think about the courage that we see, that we sow, as we terraform our minds, and see infinite amount of time and space, as we see space and time, as we see space and time in another place, another place, another place, an infinite amount of place that we see space and time, and we party like it's one big disco, like it's never been the biggest party of our lives, and we party in this life like it's one big disco. As we take our minds to outer space, as we think about concise moments, concise goals, as we think about caterpillars crawling and changing and evolving and seeing and knowing, as we think about the tomfoolery that you get up to in this life, as we think about the clarity that we have in this mind, in this life, in this time, as we see, as we sow, as we know, close your eyes. Imagine the sun. See that you're the one. With all the time. The infinite amount of time. As we see the sun. As you are the sun. As you see the one, as we see the sun, you know you're the one. As you see the sun and you know that you are the one, the concise one, the clarity one, the one that sees, the one that sows, the one that goes, the one that puts one foot in front of the other, the one that says yes to yes and no to one, yes to yes and no to no, yes to yes and no to one, yes and no to one. As we see and we sow, take yourself on that ocean, take yourself on that ocean. You're on that boat sailing out there, but you're safe and you're cared for. Because you have yourself, you have you, and you have we, and we all have we, as we know and we see and we sow.
Just take a minute and take that in. Close your eyes and feel the vibration in the room. Your heart may be beating, your mind may be racing, emotions may be moving. The creative journey is meant to evoke all types of sensations in the body, allowing you to get in touch with things that may be buried, unspoken, hidden, unresolved, in process, awakened, being in a space of just letting it go. The melodic interludes, the guitar strings, the words, the connectivity is all part of the creative journey. Take notice of how your body feels right now. From when you arrived, maybe there was anxiousness to settle in, resistance to being still, confusion of what to expect. And now that you've come to this place in the journey, just allowing yourself to just be here, present in your body, without an agenda to be anywhere else. Just take this time to remember your breath. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Creativity is something that happens when we sleep, when we're awake, when we're walking, when we're dating, when we're kissing, when we're working, when we're just sitting. Allowing yourself to be in that space of creativity is really a gift. Remembering the sensations in your body is a gift. Allowing that to be a guide through your process is also part of how you arrive to innovation and solutions. Getting comfortable with knowing what your body feels like when the breath is shallow. Am I anxious? Am I excited? Am I at ease? Is my heart racing? The intention you set at the beginning has carried you through this evening, allowed you to arrive at this space where we bring things to a close, but this process continues. Rest for the creative mind is necessary. Silence and stillness are necessary. If everyone can take one more deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can put your hand over your heart. I promise I won't make this mushy. This is really you thanking yourself for arriving and being present, being open to this gift of creativity, curiosity, an invitation. Make this part of your practice. Compassion is definitely something that we need to have more of. Starts with ourselves. Our creativity starts from our heart. In that, we are complete. Thank you, everyone, and I'll give it back to Shantell.
Thank you for coming tonight and coming through those doors and putting one foot in front of the other. And for those of you, if this is your first present word, put your hand up. Okay, nice. So we have lots of newbies in the room tonight. But I appreciate you all being here. As I look around the room, there's so many incredible, creative, beautiful people here. And I thank Cami so much for coming in and launching us into that and then bringing us back down to the ground where our feet are firmly now. And so you can find Cami doing workshops out there in the world. So if you're curious, find Cami and let her know. Where are your workshops, by the way? Okay, so Rest for the Creative Mind, last Sunday of every month. So there you go. And so present word is very infrequent because otherwise there would be a plan and then things would be planned. And we don't really like that as creatives. We like them to be spontaneous and do it whenever we want to do it. And so the next one is sometime in the future. And as I said to many of you when you came in, everyone in this room is very kind and very creative and very open. So please feel free to say hi to someone. And if you would like the word that you gave me tonight, come and find it. And it's my gift to you for tonight. You can keep your word. If not, I will keep all of your words. I have a nice word collection now. And yeah, I just want to thank you so much. And with that, let's put some music on and enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.